Praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem HaKodash. We say, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Bahashem HaKodash. And we give double honors to our apostles and our elders, which are apostle elders, a great millstone, which feeds us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit power of Bahashem Yahushai. Shalom to the hopeful elect out there on the four corners of the planet Earth, 2025, which is the hopeful year of our deliverance and the judgment and the destruction of Esau, Ishashua. Just going in a quick in the spirit driving. This lesson came into my mind, and I think it's a much needed, because Jake liked these lessons concerning spiritual power, which spiritual power is our inheritance. I've touched that plenty of times, but the Lord said that He hasn't given us the spirit of fear, but of power. All right, and this truth is the beginning of that. Hey, shalom, shalom. This is the beginning of that starting, because the word is the seed. All right, going all the way back to Yahweh Shai when he sacrificed that offering was made. That's why it says if the seed doesn't go into the ground and die, it can't bring forth fruit. If you look at a seed, you'll think a seed is going through chaos. You'll try to save it, but if it doesn't go through that chaos, it can't germinate. It can't bring forth fruit. And Yahweh Shai had to go through that extreme pain and that hardship and go on that cross to be what? To be perfected and to be the firstborn of many brethren. That's what he said. And then the one thing you got to understand is, hey, shalom, shalom. And one thing you got to understand is that the Yahweh Shai wanted, I always say this, I joke with brothers, that Yahweh Shai is the ultimate motivational speaker. Okay, he was the first to tell us that, hey, look, what I do, you shall do more and greater. But if you look at the Sadducees and Pharisees, they wanted everybody under their thumb, pretty much. They wanted to confine Jake. They wanted to limit Jake. That's why hell is a limiting doctrine. And we even give that show you it's merciful, because even after that 1,000 years, Esau ain't gonna go to no burning place. We are that fire. We gonna be that fire on Esau. We gonna be hell. Jake want to talk about where somebody burning. No, Esau gonna burn for 1,000 years. That's why it says Joseph a flame, man. We gonna kindle in Esau, and then he's gonna be kindled after that 1,000 years, and he's gonna be in the spirit world. That's his probationary release. You don't have to be on the planet Earth no more, because he's done too much. He's been confined to death, and that's what we're telling you. These other camps, there's no hell. Hell is you're not just talking about what our doctrine is and the truth. You're talking about the Most High Himself, that He's now merciful, and that's what He said He's known for, His mercies, His tender mercies, man. That's why it says the tender mercies of David. So you guys that are pushing hell, that's a dangerous thing you're doing, because you're talking about the Most High's characteristic, not just His word. You're talking to say that He doesn't have no mercy, and you're gonna burn for eternity. Do you know how long eternity is? You put a flame on your hand for 5 seconds, and that shit hurts. It burns and leaves scars. So imagine somebody burning forever, eternity. That's no mercy right there, man, because we're spirits. A spirit can't burn. A spirit is fire. So if they're not in the body, He said He's going to kill the body. That's what they're going to be judged in the time of the judgment. They're going to be in the spirit world. So where are they going to get the body to feel? Spirits don't have nerve endings. Understand that. Spirits don't feel pain. You can't slap a spirit. You can't put pain. Pain is a terrestrial thing. That's for man. So how is a spirit going to feel pain when a spirit is energy, is power? That's what we come from. We come from, and the Most High said He gives all men. That's why it says when men die, you're going to go up to the Most High that gave the spirit. So the Most High is going to let His spirit burn. You see the holes in their doctrines. You see the doctrine, but the main point of this lesson is power. Spiritual power will replace fear. The Lord is about to give us the power, the spirit of power, because Esau's time of looking at us like we're nothing and we have no kind of retribution is coming to an end. That's why he's trying to limit things. And coming in on Shabbat, we had a pink moon. That was a sign, man. I walked into work, and the spirit is so cold is that people were walking out of work, and I'm wondering, I'm like, what the hell's going on? They came outside and said, there's a pink moon tonight. and they didn't even know what day it was, but they this came out and was like, there's a pink moon. So what these signs in the skies is telling us that Yahweh Shemel Shai is culminating this thing. Everything that we've worked for, and the apostles and elders and their elders, men that have we've entered into men's labors. So those men are getting ready to see the fruits of that. Some are in the spirit world, some are on the earth. But those that turn their back, come on, man, you weren't patient. That's why it says, in that patience possess your soul. This ain't the time for Jake to just falter, man. You have to have a deep, unfainting faith in this thing. And the more you grow, faith is subtle. You know, I say that again, faith is subtle. It's not a rah thing. Hey, 4-4 mercy, 444 mercy, right there in front of me on the license plate. I pull in, that's 444 right there, mercy, as I'm doing this lesson. But spiritual power is a form of mercy. That's why it says no weapon formed against you shall prosper. So we're not in a time of being scared. You're in a time of preparing yourself, and just like you clean your house for a guest, prepare yourself for power, man. And this ain't something that is going to be glorifying ourselves. No, you're going to need it to survive. You're going to need it to live in these times, because the Lord is going to judge all men. My favorite scripture where it says every man's work shall be tried by fire, man. We all must enter that scale. We must make weight. We must make spiritual weight. If you're a boxer, you have to make spiritual weight. Hey, Shalom, Makin. Hold on. Let me get my precepts out. Hold on. You must make that spiritual weight. Here we go. This is the book of Isaiah 32 and verse 1. It says, behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And that's what you're seeing that's what you're seeing culminate now. We're being made. That's why it says, though he be heir over all, he must be under tutors. So you must be under tutelage, and these curses are a part of our tutelage. How else would the Lord be able to tutor gods? You have to take away their power. You have to strip them bare, and then they have to be able to be tried and tested to come back to who you are. Because if you don't have something to love, how are you going to be able to show that you love? How are we going to say we have faith and have nothing to challenge our faith? And it says, verse 32, this is Isaiah 32 and verse 2, a man shall be a hiding place from the wind. So you're going to need these women out here, especially women that are in this truth. The Lord's going to take care of you, just like he took care of us. He brought us to the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. He's going to bring you to where you need to be at. If you're with a man, or you're being taken care of, the Lord is going to bring you to that. But you're going to need a man for that covering. Okay. And it says, a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest. And that's what's coming upon the earth. These civil, we're in civil unrest right now. LA is in civil unrest. And if that starts spreading to the other states, this thing could be a powder keg, man. It says, a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as the rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. What's that weary land? Babylon the Great. That's the weary land that is going to be. This is going to turn to a hellhole, man. And it's rightfully so. It's rightfully so. If you're afraid of these times, then you worried about if you shouldn't be. With the Lord, I say it again, the Lord has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, man, and a solid mind, solidarity. That means you believe so much that you trust the Lord, trust the process. You must trust the process of faith. You can't just sit there and, man, I hope the Lord. No, the Lord got it. Come to the throne boldly, man. What else is the Lord showing you? He's gave us his name. And this has been in my spirit today, man. In these past few days, the Lord gave us his name. What more value? That's like you going to a slot machine and you hit $1 million. Say you hit $100,000 and you seeing the numbers go up, bing, 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 bing. And you get hyped. You like, oh shit, because you know your life has changed and you now are wealthier. The Most High's name is the wealthiest thing we could ever attain. I wasn't trying to rap on that one. The Most High's name is the wealthiest thing we could ever attain, man. If you don't have that same energy as you do hitting $1 million, $100 million, and you're not shown you in a humdrum Barakatah Barakatah Shai. No, you gotta get hype every moment you have the Lord's name, man, because that's wealth. Because the Lord gives you everything else. If you find Him, you have everything else because He controls everything. But Jake has a spirit of you're not even excited about this truth. You're not excited that the Lord has chosen you to know His name. That's why Psalm said, what is the Most High's name and His Son's name if thou canst tell? That is a blessing, man. And I say it to myself, I'm going to practice that more often than anything, man. I'm going to practice being hyped that I have the name of the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in my lips, man. And I believe it. There's nothing else you can attain. Okay, you might be fucked up. Your woman might leave you, but the Lord can give you another woman. He told David, if it wasn't enough, I would have added unto you. The Lord said riches are in His, it's nothing for the Most High to make a poor man rich, but you get more hype about winning $100 than you do having Yahweh Shem Yahshua's name and grace in your life, man. Forget your family. Your family might not make it. Your children might not make it. But that's why it says if he suffer loss, you still have attained the kingdom of heaven, which is going to give us everything that our hearts can desire, man. And I say it again, I can't wait to see what the Lord is getting ready to do. But we're getting ready to receive the planet Earth as our inheritance. And it's unbelievable how beautiful it is, man. So I say that the spirit of power is getting ready to replace fear. That means no more scared, no more worrying about death. Well, death is an exit out of this bitch, man. You working a 40-hour week and you still don't got shit to show for it. That's hell. That's hell right there. You putting your effort, you waking up in the morning, you going to a job, you might work a dangerous job. Some of us work dangerous jobs than others, and you get your check and that shit gone. 40 hours gone in less than 2 days. Less than a day sometimes, when all your bills pull out, your rent, your car payment, your electricity bill, your insurance, all that shit pull out. You ain't got nothing to show for 40 hours of your life. So why not praise Yahweh Shem Yahushua? Say, you know what? May you be glorified. May you be honored, man. Be hyped on the Lord's name, man, Jake, because that's something you don't want to lose, man. And Lord willing, we keep and maintain. But for the time we have the name, praise the shit out of it, man. Fuck are we waiting on, man? This is the greatest thing that we could have ever received is the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But we will be more humdrum and our head will be down. And what the hell are you sad for, man? Yes, oppression maketh the wise man mad, but it says be angry and sin not, man. So our mindset is, why am I not praising the Lord fervently, man? David sung songs to the Lord. And he was a man after the Most High's own heart. David constantly was singing to the Lord, praising the Lord, giving glory unto the name of the Lord, man. And I might do a follow-up lesson on that just to give, a little bit more insight. But give glory unto the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua as much as possible. Be hyped, be happy, man. Don't just do it. Hey, Dwada, you saying prayers and asking for something, but you ain't even happy that you talking to him. You going to somebody and borrow money like, hey, man, I know, hey, man, can I hold something? No, you fervent. Hey, man, I need it. Or somebody saves your life and gives you a fucking kidney or gives you a damn a heart transplant. You're going to be indebted to that person. You're going to be like, man, that person gave me their heart, man. Who is this? I want to give them honor. That's why pushing the name of the Lord is such a beautiful thing. Okay, it's an honorable thing. It's not something that you have to do. It's something that you must do. You must praise the name of the Lord, man, because the Lord has saved us and we have an opportunity to be saved. He hasn't saved us quite yet. Hey, shalom to those on the content board. Hey, shalom, shalom. But let me read this again. And it says, a man shall be a hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest, as the rivers of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. The eyes of them that shall not be them, and the ears of them shall hear, Salakia, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken. That's why it says faith cometh by hearing. So you hearing this thing, and faith is a subtle thing, but it's pungent. Just like if you're getting ready to get $1 million settlement,
how would you act? How would you move if you know you was getting ready to receive $100 million settlement from an accident? What do you think the kingdom of heaven is? It's a settlement. You go to court. Are we not in court? We're in litigation with this devil, man. We're bringing up charges against him. Just like now, if you commit a crime, you have to pay restitution. The Lord is saying we are getting ready to receive restitution for our pain, man. You're going to get ready to receive land, and you're going to receive the man that put you in slavery, man. He going to work your fields. He going to pick your cotton. I'm bringing cotton back. Fuck what you talking about. I'm bringing cotton back. I don't care if we need it. He picking cotton, damn it. That's how I feel. Fuck it. You know, and I'm joking, but I'm not joking. If the Lord let me make it, I'm bringing cotton back. I'm just letting you know that. I'm going to have a whole field. I'm drinking lemonade and watching. That's going to be my entertainment. Fuck Netflix and chill. I'm watching slaves pick my harvest. That warms my heart. Just like Pop said, he said, when I kick a dog, you know, and it says, I'm going to finish reading this and I'm going to close out if you brothers ain't got no precepts. I didn't want to make this long. And it says, the heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge. And that's Jake coming back. That's because we were all rash. We were all off. Okay. And it says, in the tongue of the stammerers shall be ready to speak plainly. And that's this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. A vile person shall no more called liberal, nor churl said to be bountiful. The vile person shall speak valiantly. Salakia, let me jump down. Let me jump down here. This is Isaiah 33 and verse 6. And it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So the main point is there. Everybody that has talked against this truth, came against this truth, hasn't hearkened unto this truth. Hey, Cotton King. Yeah, Jake. Yeah, that's what they gonna call me. They're gonna call me Malak Cotton. They gonna call me the Cotton original. I'm gonna be the Colonel Sanders of Cotton. I'm oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. I'm gonna have look. Hey, it's gonna be my pleasure, Jake. Look, you see, I'm getting hyped. That's it. I'm keeping that Malak Cotton. I'm the king of this thing, man. I'm gonna bring all types of white tees. You know, Jake like white t-shirts, so I'm gonna bring white garments of pure cotton, picked by the finest Edomite hands in the land. Yeah, Jake. What does it say? What is that? I don't know who this person is. It might be a bot. Well, welcome in, bot. You're getting condemned, man. You know. Hey, so I'm gonna leave it there. Lord willing, is edifying lesson. The water to the brothers coming by. If you brothers got any quick precepts, I'll go into them. Cons, the water brother. This is son of Reuben. Shalom, Mak. Yabashim Yashar Barakatah. This is Psalms 45 and verse 5. 45 and verse 4. And it says, and in thy majesty ride prosperously because of truth and meekness and righteousness, and thy right hand shall teach thee terrible things. Hey, meditate terror, bro. Meditate terror. Hey, Khan, my brother. So we meditating a lot of things, man, because Yabashim Yashar is getting ready to redeem us and set up the kingdom of heaven, which belongs to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So I say again, the spirit of power shall replace fear. All right, don't worry about what you're scared of. Death ain't nothing, man. Death is a beautiful thing. I watch a lot of NDEs, which is near-death experiences, and people don't even want to come back to this earth. That's how beautiful the spirit world, and that's our home, man. Now, I'm talking to you, Akim, first. That's our home. That's where we came from. This is some cursed vacation that we're on. You know, we go home and we want to, you know, go before the throne of Yabashim Yashai and be able to hold our head, you know, hold our spirit up high and our head down. You know what I'm saying? Give reverence and know that we did our work. And one thing is, you know, we all got talents. The Lord sent us here with provisions. He sent us down here with loadouts. You know, find your loadout, man. Every one of us, because we are a spirit of Yahweh coming down here, a piece of him and the greatness that he has, he gave it to his children. He gave us gifts. He gave you, that's why 2 Corinthians, if I'm not mistaken, it says the diverse gifts. Find your gift, Jake. The Lord loves you and he gave you something. Every one of us have a personal relationship. Just like somebody and their father, you might have 10 kids, but you know all their names, you know their personalities. The Lord loves us, man. And you got to find that. Don't let this world snuff that out. You got to find that deep in you, man. And see what loadout the Lord gave you. And you might be shocked. You know, and I'm seeing certain things come into my life I didn't know I was able to do. You know, and I praise, I say, call Allah for that, man. Call Allah Yabashim Yashai for that opportunity, man. I'm reading what this guy's saying. Gentiles in every place and sense offend of my name and pure offerings. And I'll tell you this about the Gentiles. The Lord said he's going to inhabit a temple. You can't be in multiple temples at one time. The Most High's temple is his people, which is Yashar Allah, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He's going to dwell within us. So he can't dwell in the temple of Moab or all those. He's only dwelling in one temple. Just like the central, there was the high temple. The temple was in one place. It wasn't in multiple places. All right, the Lord chose to dwell there, and he chose to dwell with his people, man. So the Gentile issue is not what these Christians are saying. The Gentiles are the Israelite foreigners that were spread out through the four corners of the planet Earth that's being redeemed now. Confusion of face. You're gonna have some Israelites that look like Gentiles, all right, that look like these other nations. So don't get it messed up and twisted. But you all see, you know, we'll all see plainly here shortly, man. So with that, I say, call hello, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachak. Until the next time, I say shalom and more now and never keep faith. Shalom.